And once again, we are back at Jefferson College on 1400 KJFF. This is the Jefferson College Sports Report as we broadcast not only on KJF but on JCTV as well. And we're going to start off the program with Kevin Emmerich, head coach of the women's basketball program, who are now in the midst of a 5-game winning streak, ranked number 24 in the country. So far, so good. That's probably the best way you can look at it, right?
I think the preseason, the pre-region season has been good up to this point. I think we've definitely got a lot of work to do and a lot of improvement ahead of us, but so far I think the progression has been good.
Coming off a win this past Saturday over Vincennes, and they gave you a pretty good test. It was a game in which you didn't shoot the ball as well as you're capable of, but your defense really stepped up. Holding that team to 42 points is a pretty good job.
Yeah, we felt like in the first half we held them to 22 and had done something because they're long and athletic and they attack the basket real well. Second half we held them to 20, so anytime you hold a team like that to 42, at least one side of the basketball, you're getting what you want. And certainly offensively, we weren't as good. But second half, we went out and scored almost 40 in the second half, and that's closer to where we want to be. So I think we ended the game on a positive note and built a little momentum going into Mineral on Wednesday night.
You got a lot of good contributions in that game from some non-starters. Actually, one of them was a starter, but she really exploded in the first half. That was Callie Huff.
Yes.
She was one of them that kind of really spearheaded that pull-away victory in the second half.
Yeah, Callie had a great game, and she's put a lot of time in the last 2 weeks since we came back from break to really work on her game and get it back. She felt like she finished the semester maybe a little bit less impressively than she wanted to, and she's a kid that's going to have a chance to get a scholarship and go on. She's a good student, and I think she just felt like now was the time as a sophomore for her to really put some extra time in and try to get that game back where she wanted it.
Another person that really stood out was Robin Stone. She had an outstanding game. Another big second half for her as well, and really showed her versatility. She can do so many different things out there.
She can, offensively, defensively, inside, outside on offense. She can do both, and she's really strong at taking the ball to the basket. And I felt like, Ryan, maybe she was a little more under control this game than she had been some of the other games attacking the basket. And she gave us a real lift, just solidifying the team and controlling our offense and helping CT run the show. And I think that was a big difference in the second half. I think you're right about that.
And it's a lot of fun, and it's got to be great for you as a coach to see Robin pick up the slack when CT goes down with some foul trouble. Robin picks up the point guard position, and you didn't lose anything there at all.
Right, we really don't. It's just a different type of point guard. Both of them handle the basketball equally well and can run the offense equally well, and it allows Candy to stay at the 2 and still try to score. And it's just given us a lot of different options in our offense this year, and I think that's going to be important when we get into region play, having that versatility.
It all kicks off again tomorrow night. Big game down at Mineral area, first regional matchup of the season, and everybody knows what's on the line in this one. Everybody knows, Coach Cuck used to be here, and you're his replacement, that kind of thing. And Candy Beamer and Ashley Cornett and everybody played for him last year, and then
Sure.
Of course he's got a new group down there as well. Everybody knows all about this, but it's a matter of, hey, let's get this game out of the way. Let's see who's going to play better tomorrow night.
I think there's a lot of issues with the game as far as a lot of subplots and sublines that go on with it, but the main thing is it's our first region game, and we've been approaching this game differently because of that. And if it was Three Rivers or if it was State Fair, it would be the same for us, and the preparation would be the same. And I think that Mineral is playing as well as anybody in the region right now, knocking off Three Rivers, and I saw them play against Southwest Tennessee last week, and they just played a ton against a really good Southwest Tennessee team. So I think Gary's group is playing as good as anybody. Their offense is exceptional. They really run their offense well. His teams are always good defensively. So, it's going to be a real test, and we're going to have to play well to be in the basketball game, and if we do, I think it could be a heck of a college basketball game.
Personnel-wise, which players on their team really scare you as far as their abilities and such?
Well, they've got you hate to slight anybody because they're probably 7 or 8 players deep, but certainly Carolina, that is a logo that that played here last year, pushes the ball well for them. Leandra Sands is their point guard, and I think they would be a different team without Leandra. She does everything defensively and offensively for them that CT and Robin do for us. Getting them organized, pushing the basketball, getting them into the flow. So she's a key player for them. Tabitha Akers, that used to be here, is playing a lot for them and really seeing the floor well. And so I just think they have a lot of different weapons, and they're really deep, and they're probably deeper at every position than we are. And so we just have to go out and control tempo a little bit. And I think we have to handle their defensive pressure. And we've certainly been working on that. And they're a tough team to apply pressure to. And we're going to try to do that, but they're very difficult to apply pressure to because they handle the ball so well.
Looking at their height, it seems like they have a little bit of a size advantage on you, but not much. Not as much as other teams you've played already.
I think that's true. They lost some of their height early in the year that they had come in, and the kids that they have are athletic and certainly have some. They're long and they're tall, but they're not 6'4". You know, Three Rivers throws a 6'3" or 6'4" at you, so does State Fair. But Mineral's not that way, but they don't have to be. They run their stuff really well. They box out well. They get up the line on defense, and they try to push you to a side on defense. And they do a lot of things that all good teams do, and they've gotten a lot better in the last month. It's going to be a real test for our kids.
And knock on wood, heading into this region portion of your schedule, you're about as healthy as you've been all year.
We are. We've really – Ashley Cornett's come back and gotten healthy, and Robin Stone has come back and gotten healthy here just in the last 2 or 3 weeks. And CT had an ankle that was dogging her early in the season. That's healed up now, and we hope stays that way. And Candy had a little bit of a knee, but it's back, and she's doing good. And Callie had a knee too. So I think that we're healthy. Nadia Campbell, who did the ACL early, has come back from surgery now, and she's about a month out of surgery, and she's rehabbing well, which bodes well for us down the year. So even our players that aren't playing are healthy and getting healthy, and that's a good thing. And I think we're building some momentum, but anytime you look at 8 or 10 games like we've got coming up here, you never can be healthy enough, and you never can be tall enough and quick enough. You just got to go to the gym and go to work and try to get better at the things that you need to do to win.
You got another big game coming up Saturday in Crowder. You're back home for this one. Tell us about what Crowder's got this year. What are you going to see?
Well, Crowder is one of those teams we talked about. You know, they're 6'3" and 6'4" inside. They're young. They just went down to Clarendon, Texas on the 6th and beat Clarendon at Clarendon, and Clarendon is a tough team anywhere, but especially at home. They won 66-64. So I had the opportunity to go down and see Crowder play Coffeyville before Christmas. And Coffeyville is one of the top teams in the Jayhawk. They played them tough, and it looks like now they're even playing better. So Crowder is a young team, and you know, Ryan, young teams, second semester, things change and they're not so young anymore. So I expect Crowder to be a real tough test, and they're certainly tall and they're athletic, and if you can pressure their guards, you've got a chance against Crowder. But boy, they're really big inside.
Yeah, very good team. Not too long ago, they were a region champion, so they're right up there with everybody else. The Mineral areas, the Three Rivers, yourselves, State Fair.
Sure
it's a loaded district, you know, loaded region.
It is.
And just wait till you get the others on your schedule. This is what it's all about from here on out. So these are the big ones.
I think our kids are ready for that. I think we've prepared, and rather than being hesitant or nervous or shy or scared about these games, I think this is what they've been preparing for. And you know, I don't know if we'll see that every minute we play in region, but I think they're aggressive and they're ready to go out and feel like they can compete with all these teams, because they all are outstanding teams. They really are. I talked to Darren Paneer up at State Fair the other day, and you know, he said the region is loaded and it's a lot of parity in the region, but he said they're used to that in Region 16. It's good year in and year out, and maybe a little better this year top to bottom, with Mineral getting better and you know, some of the other schools stepping up. Certainly State Fair's better than they have been. So all the teams are good, and you know, it's just something we got to deal with, and we look forward to the challenge.
Well, the funny thing is, I guess the region right now, was there 5 teams or 6?
There's 6 teams in the region. I
mean, somebody could have a pretty gaudy, decent record with a number 6 seed when the region comes around. I mean,
absolutely.
That's just how tough it is.
Yeah, if you look at the records of the teams right now going into Region 16 play, you know, everybody looks like they could be nationally ranked. I mean, we've played 18 games, and you know, we're at 15-3, but Mineral's got a great record for the schedule they've played. State Fair's only got 2 losses. Three Rivers only had 2 losses going into the game the other night against Minerals. So everybody is tough, and that's typical for our region. And I knew that when I took the job at Jefferson, that you've got to be good here, and if you want to be really good, you've really got to work hard at it. And our kids, I'm proud of them, have worked really hard at getting better, and we're still in that process. You know, I don't think we're going to really be where we need to be till late February, early March, but that's when you want to be there.
Well, right now you're number 24 in the country. The new polls come out tomorrow, so regardless of the outcome that you're going to have tomorrow night with Mineral area, you know that that's not going to change until the following week. And you know, you haven't lost since this last poll came out, so you would think that you'd either jump up a couple spots or at least stay where you are.
I think so. I think we beat Lincoln Trail on the road, and they were undefeated, and I think that win gives us a chance to maybe move up a little bit because they're a good basketball team. Playing Olney, and I think we had an impressive win at Forest Park on the road before break. I think that helps us. And certainly beating Vincennes the second time, even though it was here, you know, the home games a lot of times don't help you as much as the road wins, but I think there's a chance for us to move up. But we really think if we can go down to Mineral and play well and be in that basketball game at the end and have a chance to win it, and if we can steal one down there on the road, then we come home for 5, and we've got a chance to do something special. But, you know, we talk about those 5 and 6 game segments of the season. Well, there's another one coming up, and it starts with Mineral, so we got to go play good tomorrow night.
Coach, thanks a lot for the visit. Best of luck to you tomorrow night and on Saturday, and we'll talk next week.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
By the way, both of the games, Wednesday's game and Saturday's game, can be heard on 1400 KJFF. Tomorrow night's game, simulcast with AM 800 KREI at 5 o'clock. Saturday afternoon's game can be heard on KJF starting just before 2 o'clock. We'll be back with more. This is the Jeffco Sports Report on 1400 KJFF and JCTV.
Great education.
Friendly atmosphere.
Beautiful campus.
The convenience and the affordability.
My experience at Jefferson College has been wonderful.
I find the quality of education here at Jefferson College to be one of a kind.
My experience at Jefferson College has been a major plus in my life and one of the best decisions I've made.
Jefferson College would be the place that I would recommend the most.
I'm Katie Williams.
I'm Kevin Higginbotham.
I'm Ann Martinson.
I'm Tony Markovich, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
And we are back on the Jefferson College Sports Report, and we're going to talk for a little bit with Sam Carroll, the head coach of the baseball program. And the new year brings closer and closer to them to starting the 2007 spring season. And you guys are itching to get started, I'm sure. You've done, you know, a little bit here and there over the last several weeks before breaking for Christmas, and now it's time to really get at it, right?
Yeah, you're right. We've already started working out, as a matter of fact. You know, school started on Monday, and our guys showed up at 6 a.m. We kind of had a State of the Union address, so to speak, and welcome the beginning of training camps. So we have 7.5 weeks before we get started, and so we call this our training camp right now. We're going to get after it pretty hard for about 6 weeks.
Well, so far so good as far as the weather is concerned. I know you'd like to get outside as often as you can over the next month and a half before you start those first games. And hopefully the weather will continue to be somewhat cooperative.
Yeah, definitely. I hope so. You know, tomorrow we can officially start, you know, practice, you know, with the ball, glove, all that, you know, all that stuff. We've just been doing weights. And the weather's supposed to be nice tomorrow. I mean, nice for this time of year, 50, I think, sunny, and you know, if it's dry and we like it, we may get out there for about 30 minutes, even if it's just a throw, just to get outside and to change it up from being in here all the time. That'll be nice.
I guess one of the first questions I got to ask you is the health of the team as you head into your practices. Are
That's
you
a
in
big
good
question,
shape?
Ryan.
Well, I know that at the end of the fall you had some obstacles there that
You're
you had to
right.
overcome.
You're
So
right.
just wondering if you're better off right now than you were a couple months back.
I'd say so, injury-wise. So I guess we'll see. We had about 8 guys that were hurt, and you know, most of the guys are back. They've done their surgeries. They've done their rehab. They have about 2 or 3 more weeks to rehab, and then they should be ready to go full tilt. So we should be okay, definitely. Hopefully by February 1, everybody will be ready to go.
So nothing was really serious as far as the guys trying to recover and that kind of thing.
No, I mean, well, you know, we'll know more February 1 if some of these injuries are serious or not. But as of right now, everyone's rehab's going, you know, as scheduled. And if it doesn't, come February, if things haven't progressed with some of these individuals, then we'll have to take a different route.
This team that you got this year, you got a lot of new pitchers. Obviously, that's going to be something that you're going to be looking at very closely. Not a lot of sophomore hurlers from last year are back, so you're going to rely heavily on some guys coming back from injuries and some guys that maybe were redshirted last year, and of course a lot of freshmen.
Yeah, you're right. You know, Ryan, the arms that had significant time last year that are coming back obviously are the Bosher kid, Kyle Bosher from St. Charles, and Jay Kemper from Seckman. Obviously a local product. We expect big things from them, of course, and then the rest of the guys, even the returning guys we got coming back, they didn't have as many innings as I'm sure they would have liked last year, and so, you don't know. I mean, you see each and every day how hard they're working. We really like the work ethic. They've done a tremendous job this offseason. Worked really hard, and but you never know until, as they say, they turn on the lights. So we'll see what happens.
I also wanted to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming Exposure Camp, which is, of course, an annual event that comes to Jeffco in early February. It's always held on a Sunday, and I'm sure you're looking forward to getting this thing started. And I guess it helped last year because you were out here helping out Coach Oster and the rest of the program with last year's camp. So at least you got your feet wet with it already.
Yeah, that's a great point, Ryan. Just being out here again, when the institution let me get out here in January was big on so many levels, and this is an example. I mean, this is a huge camp for us. We have well over 100 participants at this camp, so to be able to see it firsthand last year and to see how Coach Oster's been running it for 11 years, it has been huge this year to try to get it going. We've already had a good response to it already. We're expecting well over 100 participants again this year. And if anyone is interested, we'd love to have them out here. We're still taking people. We'll take people up to the day of registration.
So extension 385-797-3000 is the number to call. Again, extension 385.
Yes.
To get in contact and get your young individual signed up.
Yeah.
And $65 to compete at one position and $90 if you want to be a pitcher and a position player.
Yeah, it's a good deal. And also this year, in the past, we haven't done this so much with pitchers, and we're going to do this more this year, where pitchers are going to do more than just throw off the mound. I mean, they're going to be broken up into groups where they're going to go around and they're going to do some station work on one half of the floor. Then we're going to talk to them about our fitness program that we do here. So, I mean, it's going to be an education seminar as well as just an exposure camp. I mean, obviously the main purpose is for these guys to showcase what they have, position and pitchers, but we also want them to get something out of the camp in terms of learning. Even if we're not interested in them after they showcase to us, or other schools aren't, or if they had a bad showing and they're disappointed, hopefully they'll get something out of it to improve their game, so then down the road maybe someone will catch notice of them.
This is a very busy day for you and the coaching staff and the players too.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're asking pitchers and catchers to arrive by 10 o'clock that morning.
Mm-hmm.
It ends at around 5, but obviously you and all the players and the other coaches are probably here a lot earlier than 10, and you're here a lot later than 5.
Yeah, especially Dennis Kurtz, one of our assistants, and his wife. They do a lot of work with this. I mean, Dennis was telling me this morning he was up at the crack of dawn already doing some work on this. So, yeah, this is a 12, 15-hour day, definitely, which is fine. I mean, it's a good deal for our kids to, kind of help out a little bit, and it's good for the coaches on so many levels. So it's fine. It's really not a big deal.
And again, be prepared to go outside if the weather's good.
Yeah, if we get that great weather, maybe we'll get outside. So we'll see. Pray for good weather.
I think that's kind of been denied the last couple of years, but maybe that'll change this time around.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath. So we'll see what happens. I just hope for good weather on February 22nd.
So again, there you go. Okay, that obviously is the first day of your season.
Yes, exactly.
So that's not too far off. In fact, we can run through some of those early games real quick.
That's a segue there, Ryan.
There we go. That was perfectly done.
Thank you.
Southwestern Illinois is where you start off. You'll make the trip over to Belleville for that one. And that weekend, as a matter of fact, on Saturday and Sunday, the 24th and 25th, you go down to Fort Smith, Arkansas, which is where the team went last year, too.
Yeah, exactly. We really enjoyed the trip. I mean, obviously we won all 4, so we really enjoyed the trip. But, it's a good opponent to play, early in the year because you're going south somewhat. I mean, you're still going to get, probably not the best weather in the world. But the coaches down there, Coach Oster's known them for a while, and I've known them for quite a while as well, and I know what they're about. And they're not a coaching staff that, okay, if it's 40 degrees and a little bit of rain, that they're going to call it off. I mean, they're going to, even if it's 40 and a little bit of sprinkles or 35 and sunny, as bad as that sounds, they're still going to want to get those games in. And that's important early in the year to get in as many games as possible. The conditions may not be great, but they'll want to try to get those games in. So that's why that's big for us.
And your home opener is going to be the very next week, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Wednesday the 28th and March the 1st, Lincoln Trail and Wren Lake. Those will be double headers, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, definitely. Unless, for whatever reason, the weather is horrible, then we'll play just 1-9.
hopefully, again, it all comes down to the weather.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it's
Mother
amazing how
Nature,
that
baby.
works. When you play baseball in the Midwest and you're scheduling games in February,
Sure.
you're relying a lot on what Mother Nature is going to do for you.
Hopefully Dr. Watts and the Board of Trustees will build us a dome, and then we don't have to worry about this sort of stuff. So we're crossing our fingers for that.
Well,
one.
there you go. With a turf field, right?
Yes, exactly. And, seats about 10,000, and and serve several beverages and have nachos and pizza and just have a good old time at the ballpark.
Maybe put it in an air conditioning unit and only have it running when the other team's hitting.
Sure,
that
and
kind
a
of thing,
player's
right?
locker room with a coach's office that's huge and got a king size bed in there, so that would be nice.
There you go. Well, it won't be before too long when you're outside and getting it going. And as a matter of fact, we're going to talk with Coach Carroll again next week to talk about players signing their letters of intent. We're going to do the same with softball coach Tony Cook. So you can look forward to that one next week. So, Coach Carroll, thanks again for the time.
Thanks, Ryan. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah,
man.
same to you.
Thank you.
We'll talk in 7 days then.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait. It's on my calendar.
All righty, there we go. Sam Carroll, baseball coach at Jefferson College, joining us. This again, the Jeffco's Sports Report on 1400 KJF and JCTV.
Exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jane.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.